Greetings to you.
The problem with our fiber cabling in Victoria in particular, and a lot of the rest of Australia, is they laid out like NBN fiber, but so much of the network is still copper. It's absurd. So like there's all fiber to people's houses, but then somewhere along the line there's still some random bit of copper line, and it just makes it all pointless because it just goes through a slower thing. So yeah. Like seeds. It's like having a modem, yeah. Well, I do have a modem, yeah. We have to have modems.
Greetings to you. Greetings, friend.
I was gonna look up Tromsø. It was Tromsø. Oh, in Norway. Yeah, of course. You're in Norway. Oh my god, being blinded. Tromsø is like... I was just looking. You're like... Oh, yeah, wow. You're like all the way up sort of northern Norway. I was just thinking about that because I was like, that's like... Wow, man. Cool. Yeah. Almost right up close to like the super icy areas, right? Like super close to like the Arctic Ocean, you know? You get a lot of like cold winds, I'm sure, and that sort of stuff. Similar to what we get here from down in Antarctica. We get a lot of weird temperature that comes up from Antarctica. Alright. Australia must move to a new era as the Age of Mythology. Exactly. It's like, you know how when I was playing Age of Mythology the other day, and I was playing it, and then like the AI was like two errors ahead of me, or two like things ahead of me, and I'm like, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Like that's literally just Australia. Stuck on like the Bronze Age. Yes, it's quite similar. Tromsø. Yeah, true. There you go. Yeah, we are always behind with that. But you know, it's alright. Spend more time outside. Don't need fast internet. The internet's gonna explode soon anyway. I'll just have to peer-to-peer stream to you guys soon. Now, it does want us to go into the troll caves. Stop investing in kangaroo technology, just build us tanks. Yeah. Like, that's the secret, though. The kangaroos are our tanks. We've got armed kangaroos. We just sell everything to everyone else in the world. That's the problem. Oh my god. Thag. Do we fight him, guys? We're gonna fight Thag, the level 49 rare signature? Surely, right? I love in the north of New Zealand. It's pretty warm recently. True. Yeah, it started to warm up down here as well. Don't you dare? Nah, surely. Just because you said that, we're killing him. No, yeah, I knew I could take him because his health was only 2.3k, which is like Oh, which is like the same as... Same as like a signature. Nice. Got some loot from him, some pants. Nice, I'll be taking those pants. Oh, I can't... There's gonna be like, what, like, in the news, the LOTRO news, Bear roams around stealing pants from local trolls. A menace to society. I'm just kidding, 100% sure Australia is more stable than my onion land. I don't know, we're just like, we're carried up in so many other political things, you know, with like America and stuff, so it's like, and the UK, you know, we have just so many, like, it's, yeah. I don't know enough about all of that really, but yeah. That's why everyone just, we just keep to our kangaroos and our spiders, you know? It's all we got. No, it's not really. I don't know why, but I thought you were, lower level than you were. True, yeah, 40, well, yeah, we just got 48. These guys, some of these are 49 though. King of the Noobs as well, I just saw your message over on YouTube, sorry. I just missed that. My parents live in the bush as well and have Starlink, but there is not the best. Oh yeah. I got 50 down and 20 up. Yeah, that's exactly what I pretty much get here as well on cable. That's a pretty common thing in Australia really to get around that sort of speed. At least that's enough to stream, you know? I had to actually go upgrade my upload speed, which was absurd, because I was thinking to myself, like, surely I'm just on the max speed, and I looked at on, like, my, you know, internet provider, and it was like, I can literally pay an extra $10 to have an extra, like, 10 megabytes of upload speed. I was like, what is this? So I did upgrade that so that I could stream it at 6K bitrate, because originally we were only able to stream at like 4K. It was that low. I think like the first episode of Hardcore in Middle Earth is like that. It's a bit sketchy. Yeah, I'm like freezing every like 20 seconds. I freeze. My screen freezes because of it. It's pretty scuffed. Scam, yeah, legit. Now, Alette, I know you said don't go into the troll caves, but we're not just any hardcore Bjorning on max landscape difficulty. We are huge jacked man. I mean, do you think if Hugh Jackman saw this bush, he wouldn't go in there as the Wolverine? That's the real question, right? It's just hectic in there. It's a single tunnel that can be... Oh, is it an actual cave? That is a good point. If it's an actual cave, then I might not go in there. Defeat Asgard. Asgard. What's this? Collect holly leaves. Oh, there's a thing there. There is a boss in there too, yeah. I've died in there a lot. Oh wait, this is different. Wait. Keepers of the Wood. Okay, we don't actually have to go in there for the quest. Alright, cool. Let's just go out. We do have to fight a lot of these guys, which is kind of annoying. That's alright. Gotta prove our worth. Kyle over in YouTube. Welcome into the chat, by the way. Hope you're well. How much playtime do you have on this game? For as much gaming as I do, I've never seen this game. This character in particular, I have... Oh, I don't know, actually. Can I do /play? Does that work? /play? You've been playing for 3 days, 7 hours of game time on this character in particular. Which is like... We're on our, like, 19th stream. We stream for about 4 or 5 hours a stream. But I have other characters as well. I've played Lord of the Rings Online for 14 years. Like, I played it 14 years ago, but I've played it very casually on and off in that time. You know, having quite long breaks and then coming back and playing for a period of time and that sort of thing. But yeah. Yeah, if you're a fan at all of, like, Lord of the Rings, especially the books, and you like MMOs, give it a go. Definitely try Lord of the Rings Online. It's a great time to get in. And just vibe out with the game. It's a bit different from a lot of MMOs. It's a very long grind to get to the max level in the game. So you more just kind of enjoy the journey as you go. Rather than a lot of MMOs where you're pushing towards that end. If that's what you want to do, though, you can totally do that, you know, but it does take quite a while to get to the end and get all the way to max level. I've got a little short on the YouTube, actually. It's funny, actually, Dante, because, you know, the other day you mentioned about the map. I was opening up the map and I was like, look at this area. And then I went over here and I was like, look at this and look at this. And you were like, what the hell? I thought there was only one map. I made that into a short, and it's been the most popular short on, like, Instagram and TikTok that I've made. I think just because it's very surprising how big of a world it is. It does get a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah, you go. Thanks for that, Dante. That's the you know, genius questions like that create perfect content, right? The boss is quite hard. Is the boss Thornbeard? It might be. I don't think I even have the quest yet for it. But it might be Harold. I think it might be like a fellowship quest when you get it. Whereas like all of these are like small fellowship, which are doable. I've found that anything with small fellowship we can normally do, which is great. But yeah, fellowship stuff we still definitely gotta do. But small fellowship most of the time just means you're fighting signature enemies. And sometimes, maybe a couple at a time sometimes, you know? Yeah, for anyone, you know, jumping into the stream that's new to the stream or anything like that over on the YouTube and the Twitch, I do multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch. I stream a couple of nights a week, 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time or 9 AM UTC time. And the series that we're currently doing, Hardcore in Middle-earth, which is like a one life hardcore character on max difficulty, is all over on the YouTube. If you do, you know, like watching through some things, maybe on a second monitor or going to bed or something like that, it's all there. All the entirety of it, not really edited up much at all, apart from just little things like, you know, going to the toilet and getting something to eat, that sort of thing. So yeah, if you are interested in like catching up on the journey, seeing what we've done, where we've been, I know there's a lot there, but yeah, that's all over on the YouTube. I think once I'm out of this battle, I will type in the Twitch chat as well. For anyone in Twitch chat, while I plug the YouTube. If anyone is interested in the YouTube, there's a link there as well. I'll pop over to TikTok to say hi, name is Shrek on there. Yeah, cool. Yeah, because we put content on Instagram, and TikTok, which is just the shorts that I upload on YouTube as well, just to share around some more. I'm really surprised about how much love and interest LOTRO gets over on TikTok, actually. Quite a lot of people engage with the TikToks and, you know, ask questions about the game, whether it's a good time to start, you know, that they've never really played it before, and but they love Lord of the Rings, you know. There's also a really good coupon code at the moment that just gives you access to like the whole game. Explore our world in all caps. Which I'm just going to type explore our world in all caps. So I'm typing this in the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. For anyone that's new to LOTRO or thinking of getting into it, if you do download the game and boot it up, open up the LOTRO store, whether you create a character or in the main menu where you have your characters. Open up the LOTRO store, down here on the bottom left, type in explore our world in all caps, redeem it. It will just give you for free access to the entirety of the game up until the latest expansion, which is a lot of content. And yeah, all for free. So that's valid up until like the 3rd of November. I keep plugging it because it's such a long coupon code, and if you're new getting into LOTRO, it's a great thing just to get. Means you don't really have to put any money in. You can play the game pretty much like, yeah, you could just play it completely free to play up until that point. So if you're someone that doesn't really want to spend money on a game, you're sick of paying for subscriptions in MMOs, and you just want to vibe out and read some dialogue and play an MMORPG that doesn't force you for your time, you know, and squeeze the money out of you, then yeah. LOTRO's a good one, that's for sure. It's always a good time to start LOTRO, 100%. Yeah. They have Standing Stone Games and Turbine before them have done an incredible job at keeping the game up to date, but also not alienating the audiences and the old content in the game. You still play through all the content as you used to from day one. There's just more things, and it looks better, and it's more like balanced and all that sort of stuff, you know. But if you're worried about coming and playing LOTRO and it's like too late, you haven't played it and it's been so long, you still play the game like you did back then. So there's plenty of time to get into it and have that experience yourself without feeling like you're thrown into latest expansion, like with World of Warcraft, you know, retail, where you come in and you're just thrown into this latest expansion. You're like, what am I doing? I don't get any of this. What's going on? Like, you know, so it can be a long grind. It can be quite a, you know, you may need to be patient to play through the game and really get to the very end if that's your goal. But if you just kind of enjoy the, I don't know, like, yeah, enjoy the slow, patient grind and the time you're spending in it, you'll have a really good time. So yeah. Back over here, flicked you a follow. Oh, yeah, Meowcat. I'm gonna pay for a sub at least once. Yeah, but definitely Meowcat. It's like the other day we were talking about as well. It's definitely worth to get a sub once, but it's not something you have to keep doing. Flicked you a follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much as well, like, for all of the support over on Twitch and over on YouTube as well. We are nearly at 50 followers on Twitch, and we are really close to 100 subs on YouTube, which is insane in such a short amount of time. It just goes up every day, and it just makes me just want to keep putting out things every day and put out more shorts and cut up more videos and do more streams. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for the support there, and for following along and chatting and leaving comments and that sort of thing. I love chatting with you all in the comments. If there's any questions you have with videos or anything like that, don't hesitate to leave a comment, even if you think it's silly. I try to take all comments with a grain of salt, you know. and yeah, and reply to everything as well. Gantaran with the hydrate check. How you going, Ganso? We got it here. We got that big water. Let's go. Put on the helmet as well. Okay. Well, that's good water. I needed that. Good to see you, Gantaran. How you going? I see you've been playing a bit of New World. That's cool. Have you been enjoying that? You're getting soft, Bev. That's not good for hardcore. We need to fix this. I gotta be a bit soft every now and then, you know. I gotta give you guys a little bit of love, but then we're back in. But you know, yeah. It's like I was saying before. It's the balance between feeling like you're too over appreciative and then you're not enough. You know, that's it, right? Still early game, but it's still very visually nice. That's cool. Tired as fuck, long day of work, so called it early. Nice, man. Good. Get a good rest. You work hard, bro. Working hard, man. Yeah, I was going to say, before I put the helmet on as well, I played New World when it first released and really enjoyed it. But I was kind of curious where it is now and how it's at, because it was a lot of fun playing like day one sort of thing when everyone had no idea what was going on, and then things kind of like fell off a bit because they hadn't really built for that, and then the developers came back and, you know, made it so much better, and they released a tournament and all that sort of stuff. Meowcat with more hydrate checks. Yep. And a posture check. Alright, we're putting on the helmet as well. Dante's requested the helmet on. Apologies if you can't hear me perfectly, but I'll actually try to position this better. Alright. No, don't be sorry, Dante. That's what it's there for, bro. Get the volume up. Cool, now I can hear game. Hopefully I sound kind of alright. It's kind of hard to position the mic. And I'm in like an echo chamber, so I can hear myself super loud when I talk. 5 minutes of the helmet though. We got this. You know what's really weird though? Like, having the helmet on, I feel way more focused on the hardcore. Sounds fine? Cool. Awesome. Alright. Something about seeing the nose bit in the middle, like out of the corner of my eye, feels like I'm inside the bear. Oh, he just healed. I'm not on my A game though, that's for sure. You sound fine, awesome. Yep. Bev wearing the helmet made the baby cry the other day too, hardcore. Yeah. It was. It was when I was making the thumbnails for the Examiner. I was in here with the helmet on and my sword out, doing like, you know. In 160p, you look like a Oblivion Capital Guard on the yellow background. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do, just for you Dante, we'll do a little
Stop! You violated the law. Report the crime or pay the treason. Stop!
just for you, only swords, yeah. No, that's why I thought it'd be great on your PS1 graphics with me wielding a sword. I don't know though, have you ever seen this in Oblivion? That'll be my Oblivion character. Get me in for the next remaster they do. Alright. How many kills we got left? Bit more. Alright. I think the helmet is awesome, and if you combine this with guitar and headphones, it adds with this futuristic vibe. Yeah. It's definitely got something about it. Judge Dredd, have you played ESO? Yeah, I have actually. I was really into ESO for a while. Really enjoyed it. Had like a little guild for a little bit. That was like a long time ago. Alright. We're going back to the road and we're taking the helmet off. Thank you, Dante, though. Need my daily helmet wearing or more. Oh. My god. I feel like I've just walked out of the echo chamber. Had to do a little hair flick for you there as well. A little aimer hair flick, you know, taking off the helmet. Alright. I'm done with this fucking 3D. Gonna play some Arena Breakout. Nice. Is it finally downloaded? Can you finally see me in non 160p? And these wood trolls are taking a while. Let's really get into them, smash them. Just gonna see what the game's about. Oh, 84%. Rip. Maybe if you put the stream up to like 360p and it will go faster. Trust. I kind of love imagining myself at like 160p though. That seems entertaining. That's not how it works. Nah. No. Trust, sure. Trust the process, exactly. Nah, because if you put it at a higher... Oh, man. Oh my god, that was not nice. Ouch! He broke my legs! Oh my god. He broke my legs! What the hell? I put on my buffs, my hide out of freaking out then, because when you break your legs, you get like a huge debuff. Jeez. Careful, yeah, I know, right? Look at this tiny hill got me. Just getting knocked off this little thing, like... Was that lag or did he stun you? No, he stunned me there. It was totally my mistake because I used my shake free to get out of his root, and then he stunned me and I couldn't get out of his stun. And then he did the area, the red... Oh, because I... See, like this thing? Happened again. It's because I've got the red eye thing. These guys are really nasty. Jeez. I just gotta really get out of that as soon as I can. But yeah, then I got stuck in the square and then that pelted me with a heap of damage. Oof. How many more do you need to kill? One more. Just one more. It was like 16 of them. $16's a lot. Yeah, I know, right? There you go. Okay, I used like all my things on this guy just to take him down quickly. There you go. Nice. Alright. Well, let's go. Oh, we can go up here. Got to go up the road. Kind of back up to the Troll Shores. Finish him! Finish him! Ooh. Nice. Oh, you know what? Got a bit of banana smoothie thing here. Oh yeah. Do love the music in Eregion. This is nice. Yeah, I guess for anyone joining into the stream at the moment, we're currently in Eregion, which I've been really looking forward to getting into. It's essentially like the area before Moria. Once we get to level 50, we'll be heading into Moria. But yeah, a lot of cool sort of quests around here. Some things that are sort of tied to the Fellowship. The end of last stream, we did the interlude quest with the Fellowship as they depart from Rivendell, which is cool. Seeing them all depart, waving our goodbyes. There's a short out on the YouTube actually, the most recent short that's of that. But yeah, really enjoy getting into this area as well. It's exciting. Been awaiting getting into Eregion for a while. It's kind of like an old elf area with old sort of elvish civilizations from back in, like, I guess, was it the First Age? I don't really know enough about lore-wise. I know Alette probably know. Or any others as well. They definitely know. Check this link for more info on Eregion. Ooh, there you go. We'll do a little read. Oh, we're looking over the hills of Eregion. On the Tolkien Gateway, nice. Erin, or Hollum, was a realm of the Noldor in Eriador during the Second Age, located near the walls of Moria under the shadow of the Misty Mountains. It was the only lasting Noldoran realm outside Lindon. Eregion was located in Eriador, west of the Misty Mountains, near the west gate of the underground dwarven realm of Moria. The northern border of Eregion was a low ridge 45 leagues, 135 miles south of the elven refuge of Rivendell. Its southern border was the river Glanduin. The rivers Gwathlo and Bruin formed its western border, and the mountain cliff of the west gate of Moria was its eastern border. There you go. So yeah, this is the river down there, which you can kind of see the river there, which is the river Gwathlo down here, I believe. And the Bruin is what comes through Rivendell up here. Yeah. Let's see. Galadriel is Noldor. They were banished from Valinor. Really? Oh yeah. Like the elves that were banished. The Nold, yeah, that was like... Well, those are the second clan of elves who came to Aman. The noblest of elves. There's a lot of cool stuff here. I almost want to just read through heaps of it. Maybe we'll stop occasionally and I'll read through other bits. That'd actually be a really good idea for a channel points thing. Sort of like some like this area in Middle Earth. And because I could just look up the area that we're in on the Tolkien Gateway and sort of read like a passage from it. I know Ganto is a similar thing, right? Maybe it's exactly that, actually. I might be just thinking of stealing your idea, Ganto, without even realizing it. Yeah, Ganto jump, Ganto dance, there you go. Get those Kiwis in here. We've got to get some Aussie-themed emotes soon. I know Poison's going to be working on some emote ideas over the weekend. She's always working on little ideas. We are together as well, but she's going to be working on bits and bobs. If anyone is interested, we do have a Discord server that I can link over in the Twitch. If you're over on YouTube and you do want to hop in as well on the Discord server, the link is in the Twitch About section, or if you jump over to the Twitch in there, you can find it as well. I'll pop it in the About on the YouTube after this stream, actually, because I should do that. It's just a very small few of us at the moment, mainly for like sharing things and little ideas, this and sort of that. So if you are interested, I know Poison's sort of getting some ideas for emotes. If you were interested in sort of any emote ideas that you have that you might like a theme for, something you might use. Maybe my first idea was a love heart themed thing. I want a Bev love heart thing, so we'll see what will come out of that. But yeah. What made you start streaming anyway? I wanted to stream for a really long time. I've always really wanted to get into streaming, content creating. For a long time, I was solo developing games, myself and a friend of mine, an old friend of mine. I did that for quite a few years. Like, I went to uni, studied game design and game development, programming and philosophy of game design, that sort of thing, psychology of game design. And worked on like little projects in my own time. I've never released anything yet, but you know, there's projects I've spent 1 year on, 2 years on, that 3 years, some even, that sort of thing. And that kind of fell apart for me. I still want to work on some solo things in the future and potentially other sort of game development projects. But yeah, I decided, hey, this would be the perfect time to do some streaming. I also quit my previous job, and looking around for work, I was like, you know what, stuff it. I need to start streaming. I'm going to start pushing this and actually try to turn this into something. So yeah, that's where the journey all began, really, was that trying to actually turn this into a full-time thing in the future, you know? Oh my god. Okay, burnt the tree. And yeah, just the grind towards that, really. That's why we're doing all the things over on YouTube and the streaming and the YouTube and all that. It's all about building community and building towards monetization on YouTube, so I can keep doing this and keep doing this full time and spend more time doing it. At the moment, I'm kind of balancing my time around streaming about 3 times a week, sometimes 4. I also have a little 1-year-old baby as well, so managing family life with that as well. But yeah. I also, for a long time, was looking for a job that I could do that made me happy, you know? And I kind of realized that what makes me happy is making other people happy. And making things for people to enjoy. I'm a very creative person. I like to be creative, and doing game development was really soul crushing in a way, because you'd spend so long, like a year or 2 on a project before you'd even be able to get that outcome, release it and get that feedback from people. And yeah, I was like, you know, I thought of lots of different things, thought of doing, you know, some sort of psychology, some sort of counseling, that sort of thing. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll stream, you know? I can make content for people. I can try to increase the quality of life that people have, you know, and you know, create things that I enjoy watching as well. I love just watching things in the background on my second monitor, you know, while I go to sleep, chill content like that, you know. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do that myself. Yeah, that's really it, really. And the story continues. Very early days. Still, but you know, yeah. I do need to add a little thing on the Discord, like that little like about me and that sort of thing, who I am. I want to be a 3D artist in future projects. Where can I send my resume? Remember, today I'm the cheapest. Yep. Dude, 100%, bro. Well, you know, got you in the Discord, that sort of thing. I already got your portfolio, man. We were talking about that the other day, like, you know, I've never really gotten into 3D games apart from there was one game I worked on which was 3D environment but using 2D assets for the enemies and the NPCs and things like that. It was kind of like Doom, a Doom RPG, you know, open world Doom sort of thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, I've never really gotten into games like that because it's hard to find 3D artists, man. That's it. Oh. It's a cool thing with 3D art and art in particular as well, is it's kind of like, you know, if I ever work on something and we just want some cool thing for like a town or something, it's like, there you go, you know, design a building or something like that. And then you could just take full creative control of it, you know? Yeah. Wishing you all the best. I appreciate it, Harold. Thank you. And I know this is a hardcore stream with hardcore intentions, but I really appreciate you all a lot. Bringing joy to the world. That's it. You know, exactly. And that's why I appreciate you guys so much, because, you know, I wouldn't be doing this and I wouldn't continue doing this if I didn't feel like I was increasing someone's quality of life, you know? At least one person's. Honestly, that's enough for me, you know? And we have well gone over that already, you know? So, yeah. Asgrat and his bodyguard. I guess we take him out first, yeah. Take the Rockworm out first. Die, he says over there as he's feared. Yeah. Oh. The sword emote, yes. Got a couple of good new little emotes there, actually. There's actually an emote of me holding the sword as well, like I just did before, doing the I like that one, that's my favorite. That was a depiction of us playing Examiner the other night, which was a lot of fun. We're definitely going to play more of Examiner in the future, I reckon. We'll do another stream sometime. I keep thinking about it now. I want to go through the story and like have a good go at it, you know? Yeah. Bev, player, hello. How you doing, dude? Hope you're well. That's an awesome thumbnail, you with that sword. Thanks, man. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know, it turned out really well, didn't it? The Worm Keeper. Okay, we can go back. It's so good, and you know what I did as well? Each episode is kind of like what my character was like. So the first one's me with the sword like freaking out because it's like I just died over and over again that first episode, and then the second episode is like our really good run, where we went like sort of for a really long time, and it's got me holding the sword up, sort of like I'm figuring things out, you know, I'm like, ah. And then the final one is me with the staff, with the quarterstaff, because when we were in arena, it was just the quarterstaff the whole time. I tried to at least match it with like the video things. I am. How about yourself, player? I'm well. I'm quite well, actually. As I said, I'm always well when I'm here streaming and hanging out with you guys. So yeah. Gonna go play arena. Bev, you know what time it is. What time is it? Well, where you are you still in Spain at the moment? I mean, who knows? You could be you're like the traveling barman. Wrong, it's hydration time. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to fill up my water again. You guys are hydrating me hardcore. That's where all this Kempt energy's coming from. Looking forward to the next episodes of Exanima. I'll catch you later. Are you heading off, Dante, to play some arena? No problem. Yeah, all good, man. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a really good one. Enjoy the game. That sounds fun. You have to let us know how it goes. Post any funny screenshots or pictures in the Discord. But yeah, hope you have a good one, my dude. Let's hydrate. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. Dude, you're a really good bartender. Like, onto the hydrate checks. I bet you... this is like... It's part of your job though, right? You know? Reminding people to drink water. Or maybe not. Maybe wishing you could remind people to drink water, but like... you always feel like it's a bit, like, too much. I'm technically on the clock right now as well. Nice. Working on the job, watching some streams. Dude, I can't help but imagine, like, I don't know if you, at like the bars that you sort of work on, but you've worked in a lot of different bars, so I'm sure you would have experienced it, right? But like those little tiny TVs that they have in bars all the time, playing, like in Australia, we always have ones like with the football or soccer or anything like that on this tiny little TV. I just imagine you just playing the stream on that tiny TV, like how like every time when I think about that, when you say you're watching at work, I'm like, that's what I imagine myself, like awkward up on that screen. 9 viewers, lovely to see your stream grow, man. Thanks, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, it's lovely. I was just saying before how appreciative I am of all the support. It's great. Close to 50 followers on Twitch. We're about like, I think like 19 subs off 100 on YouTube, which is crazy. Yeah. Gotta love the tiny TVs. Close, but I'm on my iPad, lol. You're true. There you go. I get my own personal screen for you, at least. I don't have to be embarrassed on the TV monitor. Yeah, what time is it over where you are? You still you're still in Spain, I assume? I imagine it would be like sort of earlier in the day. Let me think. Let me think about this. You would be, ooh, I reckon like maybe 2 PM. Oh! Currently 1:30. Oh, I was so close. Oh, I should have done it on the half hour as well. Damn it. That was totally out of my head. I literally just, I imagined where Spain was on the globe, and where, like, I know it's like the more of the morning over where Dante is over in Poland, and then it's like, for us, it's like 9:40 PM over in Australia. So I was like, ooh. I'm impressed. I don't know. That could have just been a fluke. Same time as me, Harold. Oh, that's funny. On the complete northern part of Norway, lining up with Spain time. Spanish time. It's cool that I love hanging out with and chatting with people from all over the world. It's great. I really enjoy it. As well, because I'm kind of just a bit like I'm so naive to the rest of the world, to be honest. I've never traveled overseas. I've barely ever really traveled outside of Victoria, to be honest, Victoria, Australia. Like, but I do consume a lot of content and things from all around the world and enjoy a lot of different things, a lot of different cultures from, you know, the vast amount of different European cultures, you know, to some American cultures, to, you know, Asian cultures, and like, it always intrigues me to chat with people all around the world.
A shadow.
Around the world, around the world. Throwing out some boxes.
A shadow is on my spirit.
Hold on, cool. Wood trolls are done. Defeat Zagafum. That's got to be the guy up in there, right? That is. Where in Victoria do you live? I live kind of close to the city, but not that close to Melbourne City. In the past, but on sort of the eastern side of Victoria. So, the east of Victoria is quite large and has a lot of different biome, I guess, from like, you know, sort of quite flat areas to bushy areas to very mountainous areas. I grew up in the sort of eastern mountains of Victoria, so I'm a mountain boy at heart. Cold climates, sort of rainforests, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm currently living a bit more sort of closer into the city at the moment.
What can I do for you? Might you spare a moment of your time?
Holy leaves. Oh, that's repeatable.
What do you need? Might you spare a moment of your time? Will you lend me your ear?
Let's see.
Might you
So we can do that one, right? That's just planting stuff. Easy.
Swelad Melon. Hail, friend, and well met.
Lots of stuff to turn in. It's a temperate rainforest where you grew up. It's a very unique biome that only exists in a few places. Yeah, yep, exactly. Temperate rainforest. So, like, that's why we get a lot of different, pretty crazy wildlife up in those sort of temperate rainforests as well. Lots of cool, like, frogs, lots of cool birds, lots of strange sort of, all sorts of different wildlife, you know. I see Google Maps that there is a lot of national parks in Victoria. Yeah, Victoria has some really lovely, like, botanical gardens that we have, as well as national parks and parkland, just in particular. But we also have other sort of, you know, we have like this sanctuary. There's the sort of the Healesville Sanctuary in Victoria as well, which is like essentially like a zoo for local animals, for animals like the, you know, Australian animals, that sort of thing. And it's more of like a rehabilitation sort of zoo. That's why it's a sanctuary. But yeah, a lot of really cool places in Victoria. Honestly, I love it here. It's why I've never left. Honestly, I love it. If you could only visit one country in your life bed, what would it be? I can't just visit Victoria, right? I have to pick somewhere else, right? So as in if I could only visit one country other than, like, what would it be? Man. Well, I have always wanted to go to New Zealand. I would really love to go to New Zealand, but I would pick something else if it was my one country because, like, New Zealand has some similarities to Australia with some of its wildlife and, like, the sort of the food and that sort of thing. There are similarities, so I would pick somewhere else. I'd probably pick somewhere in Europe, I reckon. Either somewhere in Europe. I've always been fascinated to go to, like, either like Norway, Sweden, or Finland. I'm not sure where exactly, but I have always been fascinated and really interested in Norse mythology and the sort of Slavic, I guess, mythology. No, not mythology, but the sort of those stories and those sort of things. So I've always wanted to go somewhere like that, but I don't know where exactly I would go exactly, you know, to kind of experience what I feel like I would like to experience. There's so much different area there, right? So many different possibilities. Like another option, another place for me would probably be somewhere like either like Scotland or Ireland as well. I have sort of ancestors from both. Mainly from Scotland though. But yeah, like, so going to like Scotland would be pretty cool as well, for sure. But in regards, if I only had one choice, I'd probably pick somewhere pretty like exquisite, you know, that I got like a sort of I could explore a whole lot of different areas and different things. And I feel like, yeah, some of the sort of Northern European countries, or like maybe Canada, but I don't like. Yeah, our license plates on cars used to say Victoria, the Garden State. Yeah, yep. I know, pretty long-winded sort of answer, but I guess that's why I've never gone traveling, because I've never decided yet. What about you guys though? If you could visit any like one country in your life, like what player said. If you could only ever visit one country for the rest of your life, I guess one time as well, you know, but you could go for as long as you'd want. What would that country be? Some of you guys would probably have a better advantage because you've probably been other places, so you're like, okay, I don't have to go here and I don't have to go here, you know.
Will you hear my sorrows?
I would choose Japan, Harold. Nice. Yeah, Japan would definitely be on my list as well. That's the thing. There'd be a lot of places I would probably want to go. And yeah, question is too hard. It is a hard question. I have to kind of like, it's a good, like, where it's only one country. It kind of you really have to narrow it down, you know? Hey, Sneaks Tavern, level 48, nice. I'm working in the same area where, with my guardian currently. Nice, yeah, we just got to 48, really, and we've just made our way to Eregion, which has been super exciting. So yeah. England, because I'm English, I'd spend more time in New Zealand or UK. True, well, I guess you're from the UK as well, so you, honestly, like, the UK and England, let's say you can still travel between the two, but what's one other country in the world that would be more of a country you would travel to? That's the only, if you had to pick any country in the world, the only country you could ever travel to. Like, because I feel like your situation, you know, you've been at both, so, you know, you get access to the multiple area of this question. I go for Laos or Papua New Guinea. Really? Yeah, right. Laos, where's that again? Oh yeah, up like in like between Thailand and Vietnam. That would be really cool. I don't know much about those sort of areas. Have you gotten your legendary weapon? No, I haven't. I don't know. Can we actually get it yet? I thought we might have to wait till 50. But there you go. You might even be able to help me get that early. But I have not. Only UK, New Zealand, maybe Oz, but I don't like travel. Yeah, for sure. Well, there you go. All good. Do you need to be level 50 to get the legendary weapons? Oh, sorry, excuse me. I thought I had like a double take with that because I thought you didn't and it was low level, and then I looked at it and it apparently did. Minimum level 45, right, but don't you have to do the book quest? Is that what you have to do? Nope, you can head to the Holland Gate, I believe. It's at the top of the map and get the quest chain. This one here. Oh, the Holland one. Echad Eregion or Dunnan. Is it part of the book quest chain that you do that? If it is part of the book quest, I may just wait. Guess we'll see. Walls of Moria. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought it's right there is an Echad Dunnan. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, once we just kind of get there. Oh, Thornbeard. There's Thornbeard. He's a rare elite. He was the one you were talking about, right, Harold? He's a rare elite. So, yeah, not really. Don't really want to fight him. There's a quest giver there that starts a book quest. True, yep. Yeah, once we get there, I'll do it. We'll naturally be making our way over there soon. Can you talk Gaelic, Judge, over in YouTube? I can't. I am, as much I have Scottish like ancestry in me, but it's long back. Sort of from when a lot of people from the UK sort of moved to Australia. But I can't talk Gaelic, no. I've never been to Scotland. It's just more I would be interested in going there to kind of connect back with my roots a bit, you know? Scotland. One more seed. One more seed. Where are you? Show yourself, seed. How's our ingot stuff? Oh yeah, we've got quite a lot. We could make like a new set of armor probably. Should look at that. Might be good armor. Zagafum. So that's in there. We're not going to go to do that quest. We're going to leave that one. Oh, that's a pretty nice bow though. It actually gives us stats. Oh, maybe we'll have to come back and do it. Feet Dunderlings. Southeast. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Yes. Well, yeah, welcome into the chat as well, Sneaks. How are you going? Hope you're well. It's been a bit. I'm trying to think when you were last here. What level we were. We might have been in Evendim, maybe? Here they are, laborers. Let's get them. Oh. Judge over on YouTube says, so are the Dunedain a race of people that went extinct? Essentially, yeah. I don't really know the deeper story to that. But the, like, the city of, like, where Angmar is, that whole place was, like a Dunedain city, I'm pretty sure. And then, like, Fornost and that sort of thing was all Dunedain, like the Innuminous, all these sort of areas over in Ebendim were all old Dunedain places. And there's like trickles of, I think, that race still left in some people, but it's like Aragorn's the best example, I think, of like a Dunedain that is still alive and living, because he kind of, like, I think he's like, that the line was strong, like it kept that alive in it, I guess. I'm not really sure though, because I don't know how much more of other people there are like that. But these guys are Dunderlings. These aren't Dunedain, if that's what you're thinking as well. These are actually from down in Dunland. So these are like the tribesmen and the sort of... Oh, we've got quest items. So we'll bring those. Down in Dunland, down here. It's like in the books or the movies when Saruman recruits all of the tribesmen, all of the sort of savage tribesmen to join his forces. These are the Dunderlings. But I can't remember with the story with the Dunedain. Like, from what I remember, it's like there was like an elf and a man, and they started like the line of the Dunedain. I think that's how it kind of worked. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Maybe I'll have to look up the Dunedain. But I'm sure Alette or someone would Oh, here we go. Let's in with the money right there. The Dunedain are descendants of Elrond's brother, who became Númenóreans, then fled to Middle-earth when Númenor fell. Oh, right, okay, so they were Númenóreans over on Númenor, like on their island or whatever, wherever that was. So, like, Isildur, was he a Dunedain? Or was it kind of not... It's a bit different from that, isn't it? And then here we go, Dunedain. Elrond and his brother are half elf, half human. Elrond chooses to be an elf and his brother chooses to be human, but like advanced human. Right, I didn't even know that. And that's why Elrond half elven, that's what his name is, you know? But yeah. The Dunedain, Westmen, singular Dunedain, were the men of Númenor and their descendants who peopled the westlands of Middle-earth in the Second and Third Ages. Although though they were from the beginning far fewer in numbers than the lesser men, the Dunedain were lords of long life, great power, and wisdom, far superior to the men of Middle-earth among those they dwelt and whom they ruled. The Dunedain descend from the Eden of the First Age, having been granted and settled the island of Numenor in the Second Age. Many men of Numenor settled in Middle-earth, such as in Belfalas and Umbar and Pelagia. The ancestors of the princes of Dol Amroth were the most prominent of these. Yeah, right. So they also settled in all these different areas. So as well as up in Eriador, which is the this is sort of like Belagar, like I think, right, is Belfast was this whole, like, somewhere around here before it fell into the ocean. But Pelagia is down here, and Dol Amroth is down here. So they were also descendants of, like, Numenor and the Dunedain. After the downfall of Numenor, Elendil and his sons led the exiles to Middle-earth. Many who were in whole or part of the Numenorean blood welcomed them and proceeded to found the realms in exile, Arnor and Gondor. So these are the new realms. So Arnor being this sort of whole area over here. But it's like its old name. Originally ruled by their High King, they were divided as the Dunedain of Arnor and the Dunedain of Gondor following the death of Isildur, son of Elendil. So yeah, they were Dunedain as well. Isildur and Elendil. So I always forget that, like, that it was actually the direct line. That's why Aragorn is a Dunedain. You know, he's not just like half Dunedain. He is like, but yeah, there you go. And we get to go to Dol Amroth in the game. We do. Yeah, it's cool. There's actually proper story with that, with the prince of that. That's something that isn't in the movies, but the books go into a lot of detail with that. With the prince of, and it's like the queen as well of Dol Amroth as well, like, because they essentially, it's a core part of the book where they come up from central Gondor into Minas Tirith to fight in the Battle of Minas Tirith, right? It's in the movies, they summed it up to when Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli go find the ship with all the ships, and they you know, destroy all of the ships there. But in the books, it's more the it's the sort of the prince from Dol Amroth and that sort of thing, right? That sort of comes up through central Gondor and does that. I think Aragorn and all that do that as well a bit, because with the undead, but yeah. Imrahil is the prince of Dol Amroth, yeah. Yep. He's in the books in Minas Tirith. So the Witch Kings are Dunedains. Are the Witch Kings the Dunedains? I guess they could be. So I'm not sure exactly which, or are they different? I think like some of them might have been, right? Ooh. Or descendants of Numenor. But I think some of the descendants of Numenor didn't become Dunedain, right? It was like, it wasn't like all of them. But there was also men in Middle-earth before they came. And I think a lot of the men that the different Nazgul are is they were just normal men. And because the Witch King is one of the Nazgul in particular, the Witch King of Angmar. So, yeah, apparently they were men of Numenor, but they were a different race of men. It's the Black Numenorians, actually, who a lot of them, I think, sided with Sauron during the downfall of Numenor. So I think, like, in that downfall, like, a lot of, like, some of the Numenors fled over to Middle-earth, and others sided with, like, the evil. And a lot of those that sided with the evil were the different kings and lords of different areas that became Nazgul. Because they were weak. They were weak. Yeah, thanks for saying his name. I can't spell it, so I didn't say it. It's always hard that with the names, right? It's hard that I'm reading them out as well. It's always an effort. Oh. I think I do an okay job though, like at reading it. It's like, I think it's impossible to do a perfect job at reading Tolkien-esque stuff, but I tried my best. The Tolkien Gateway has a ton full of lore information. Yeah, definitely. That's what I was thinking, like a channel point thing for that would be really cool. What do you guys reckon? Like, what do you reckon would be a good idea for that? Because I was thinking one would be cool that's like for the area we're currently in LOTRO, but the problem with that is if we're playing other games, then it doesn't really match as well. Though I can just turn it off if we're not playing LOTRO, or like, I mean, if you use it, it just like, I don't know, read some random lore about something from the game we're playing. Or like maybe it could be like a channel point thing where you then link a wiki page from the Tolkien Gateway and get me to read a certain thing or something like that. That could be cool as well. Just feel like that'd be cool. So I do like reading stuff like that when, especially if you guys enjoy me doing that. I get to learn. It's my favorite way to learn things, like especially in LOTRO and about Lord of the Rings, is like in the moment. I love to just learn stuff in the moment they come to me. Like I get an opportunity to go, oh, this quest, what does this mean? And look into that. Like that's where most of my knowledge from that has come from, is being intrigued by things and then researching it rather than just like reading everything. Like I have very low patience with that sort of thing. You can both for regions and specific places. Yeah, maybe both. Well, that's what, maybe I'll do like a where are we in Middle-earth one. That can be a channel point one called like where are we in Middle-earth, and you do that, and based on what area I'm currently in, I'll pull up the wiki and I'll read like a passage from the wiki. It could be anything, you know. And then maybe we'll do like a game wiki lore read or something like that, where you actually put in like a link to a specific one, and that could be for any game, you know, not just for LOTRO as well, so it can kind of carry on into other games. I misspell everything because I don't look it up because I'm on my phone and I just go off the top of my head. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't mind things are spelt wrong. It's fine. But yeah, no, I get you though. It's hard. It's hard on the phone. You do your best. The universe of Lord of the Rings is probably the best written. Yeah, I'd say, like, personally, like, I don't know, like, there could be more out there. Like, I'm too naive of the world of things to say, like, that's the best, but I agree with you personally off what I know and have discovered in regards to worlds and lore. I love it a lot. I love that classic fight from the good versus evil. Atayer, thank you so much for the raid, my dude. How you going? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, hello. Yo, yo, yo. Let's go chat out. For anyone that isn't already, did that work? Yeah, for anyone that isn't already, go check out Atayer. Plays some LOTRO. Looks like they were playing LOTRO before. Go chuck him a follow. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. How are you? I'm great. We're doing really well. And I guess for everyone jumping in, I'll, quickly go over what we're doing. This time, did raid while you were online, not like last time. Yeah, that was funny, man. That was so funny. I don't even know how that happened. That was so hilarious. It was just literally right at that time as well. And then I looked back in the chat and I was like, oh, wait, what happened there? Like, And then I looked back at the VOD and I think I even heard the end of your VOD where you were like, all right, we're going to raid. And then you're like, oh, and then it cut out. Like, I think because he realized that was funny. It was like comedic. But yeah, welcome in. Hope you're all doing well. We are playing a hardcore character in Lord of the Rings Online with 1 life. If we die, it's over. We delete the character, essentially. We're also playing this character on the max landscape difficulty, on difficulty 9. But yeah, we're currently level 48. We've been going through all sorts of different areas, through Angmar and Forest Shell and the Wildwood. And now we're finally in Eregion, which I've been looking forward to for so long. The sort of area before Moria. So once we get to level 50, we're going to be going into Moria, which is really exciting. But we're currently doing some quests around Eregion, getting into the bit of the lore with this area, following the Fellowship's footsteps, that sort of thing, which is really cool. But yeah, this is where we are. We're playing a Bjorning. This is the first time I've ever played a Bjorning. It's definitely super powerful, and I don't think any other class would be going as well as we are. I honestly didn't expect to last this long on the character. I thought we might get to level 10, maybe 20 at max, and then we'd probably die on max landscape difficulty, but we just keep pushing through. Bjorning is overpowered. We're going to make it all the way to max level as long as I don't fall off a cliff or get some lag and die randomly, really, I think. But yeah. Poor Bear going on hardcore mode. That's very exciting, man. Yeah, poor Bear. Yeah. But he's OP, We're going for a blue line bear as well. So super defensive. But we also have enough damage to dish out. I think last night we fought our first elite, which is like, so there's normal mobs, then there's signature, and then there's elite. And so elite's like, normal or signature is double the health and damage or double the health of a normal, and then elite is double the health of a signature, which was quite an achievement, honestly. But yeah, so yeah, going really well, very exciting. I'm really keen to get into Moria. We're going to be getting our legendary weapon soon. But yeah, talking a bit about some Tolkien sort of stuff and getting into it. I feel like Tolkien's world is the best, as he was earnestly trying to write history. Yeah, exactly. Like he was, I mean, a lot of people have this all sorts of different things and reasons for it, but he was trying to make a mythology for, an English mythology in a way. As such a big fan of Norse mythology and Greek and Egyptian and all these different mythologies. And I'm such a fan of that as well. And I think that's maybe why I love Lord of the Rings so much as well, because it's like, it is that. It's a bit more of like, it's Middle Earth. It's even Middle Earth as in the same way as in Norse mythology. That's what Earth is called in Middle Earth. You have like Asgard and then Middle Earth and then sort of hell,
My Might you spare a moment of your time?
Yeah,
Will you lend me your...
gotta love it. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid, my dude. Really appreciate
You
it.
may be of service to me.
Hope you're doing well. How are you going? What are you up to in LOTRO? What were you up to today? Let's go. We'll head back to that area to talk about as well.
What do you need?
Just checking Discords real quick. Cool. I'm doing Gundabag for the first time. It's exciting. Just going around is exciting. Just going around pretty frustrating. Yeah, okay. Gundabag. When did I do? Did we do Gundabag? We did. I've done it once so far. I found it pretty tedious going through Gundabag, but also I was on a character I was really trying to push through and actually get to like the maximum level at the time before the Corsairs of Umbar came out. But yeah, so I'm not sure if that was just me, but yeah. Little bit, yeah, but have very few quests, so each area is kind of quick. True, and that's I feel like probably why I don't remember it that much as well, because you do really go through the areas so quickly. Gundabag can be tiring. Okay, it's good to, yeah, it might not just be me then. That's good to know. Yeah, for anyone that's joining in as well, if you are interested in catching up on the journey, I do multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch, and I upload the whole series over to the YouTube, which is I've just linked in the Twitch chat there. So if you are like interested in catching up on the journey at all, yeah, like the whole series is over there on YouTube. I also put out some shorts and some short form content, that sort of stuff, as well as we play some other games. Once we get to Moria as well, the gates of Moria, I'm going to be doing a little sort of video, stopping on the stream and talking a little bit about our journey from level 1 to 50, what we've done and all the challenges we've come across. And then I'm going to be cutting together and editing a video for the YouTube, like a 5-10 minute video that sort of goes through our journey, has a whole lot of different clips from levels 1 to 50 of the things we've done and the places we've been. So yeah, if you are looking like interested in sort of catching up on where we are in a bit, that should be out probably in like a week or so, I imagine, once we get to Moria, and then I edit that together. But yeah, to kind of catch up of where we are. And then I'm going to be doing one of those videos every expansion we get to at the end of every expansion. I thought it'd be cool. So this one will be like Shadows of Angmar, level 1 to 50. Which, I mean, we're a level away. We're pretty close.
My heart cannot sing today. Will you stay a moment?
Use a
and
battle
learn my
horn.
troubles?
We did it once. I liked Mirkwood, but around Gundabad was a bit boring. Northern Mirkwood. Oh yeah, because it was just after all that stuff, wasn't it? And that was really cool. Eregion and Moria, you are some of the best areas to do quests and landscape. I know, right? I love Eregion, and I'll be so excited to get here and just like chill out, do these pre-quests up to Moria.